Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now, available in 2018. The album, Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust woman. All right, let's get right in this video. Okay, today I just kind of want to talk to you guys about why I haven't been reporting on a lot of the drama lately, and my future going forward as a drama channel. Am I going to stick around? Am I not going to stick around? I know a lot of people want to know what I think about this Petty Paige video that went up today, so I will talk about that towards the end of the video. And I guess it went up and then she had to take it down, or something happened because of technological issues, and I was one of the lucky 2,000 that saw it right out of the gate. So I watched it with I tried to watch it and be really fair watching it, even though it was about me, which was hard. So I will give you guys my thoughts about that at the end. It's not going to be me defending anything or going in and talking about all that. I don't really feel the need to do that, honestly, because there was, in the video, what was interesting to me about the video was what was left out. Not what was in there, but that a lot of context was left out of how certain situations had gone down between me and other people. I'm not going to address any of my friendships that I've had with drama channels through there. Whether those friendships are over, whether anybody wants to believe this or not, those friendships were dear to me at one point, so I'm not going to discuss that. But before we get into all that, I want to talk about why I haven't really been addressing a lot of the drama that's been going on here. People have been asking me in the last week, to talk about all of this stuff to do with Jeffree Star and the hairdresser, and then a lot of people were wanting, me to talk about Tati Westbrook and this whole situation with her review. And then yesterday, I got tons and tons of messages, screenshots, just crazy amounts of screenshots, people sending me, wanting me to talk about Jeffree Star and Thomas Halbert and all the stuff that went down. So let me just tell you, well, first of all, I just want to thank Paige for finally posting the video. She has been feeding this video out for 4 to 5 weeks now, of which it's been, I didn't know what was going to be in the video. So it's been very difficult for me to sleep. I can't tell you the amount of nasty comments and direct messages I've gotten from people regarding this supposed video that was coming out. So I finally kind of am I can breathe. So I'm thankful to that. But it's also all of this that's happened in the last month, all of the things that's happened between me and other people. And listen, I take a lot of ownership over it, okay? I take a lot of ownership in my life in general over the shit that I put out there in the world. There's a lot that I have done in my life that I'm not proud of. The last month for me has been, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a totally changed person, because I'm not. But I've learned a lot, I've learned a lot about people and myself and the power that I have in impacting other people in the world. So the last month has actually been really, really good for me. And if you're somebody that watches my vlog on a regular basis, I think you've probably kind of seen that journey happen over the last month. I've talked a lot about it on there. It's been a tough month for me. I've been highly anxious, and I'm somebody that suffers from obsessive compulsive disorder. My OCD has been out of control. And today, with this video coming out, has been kind of the first day that I don't feel that necessarily. It's made me really kind of think about a lot. It's also made me think about what I want to do with this channel. Now, I kind of talked about this on my vlog last night in regards to all of this recent drama that has been coming out, and it's I think one of the reasons, well, the main reason you guys already probably know, is that if I get on there and I make a video about it, everybody in the world is going to say you're the biggest hypocrite on YouTube. Well, if you go back to my videos from very beginning, I always said I was a hypocrite on this channel, and so it was going to be hard for me to make videos responding to all of this when people were coming at me for things. And so it was how am I supposed to have a voice in doing that anybody is going to really respect or whatever? At the same time, I was getting a lot of messages from people saying I really miss you doing drama commentary. And so I was trying to figure out, well, how can I kind of find a happy balance between doing commentary, but not playing into all of this, if that makes sense. And so what really started happening was I just pulled back. I got so kind of I don't know, I didn't know what to do with all of it. And so I just pulled back and I stopped posting videos about the drama. And I think it was obvious to everybody that that's what was going on. And then I was kind of like, because I was getting so many comments on my vlog from people saying, just don't do the drama anymore. The drama is like, the whole drama community, everything about the drama is just so toxic. Like, don't be part of that anymore and everything. And so I had that in my head and I was really thinking about it. And I was like, I don't know what to do about this or that. And all these people were like, oh, now he's starting a review channel because of, no, I've been thinking about the review channel for months now. I've talked about it on my other channels, and that was something that I wanted to do for quite some time. But, I didn't know really what to do with this channel. And so I almost didn't make this video today, but I thought I just kind of need to put out there in the world where I'm at. Because a lot of people do watch my videos, and a lot of people do want to know what I have to think about or have to say about all this kind of stuff. So I'll tell you what I think when I see these beauty influencers that live this very charmed life. It makes me really, really sad. I think that we have become, and I'm not saying I haven't contributed to this because I have. I think that we have become a society of canceling people. And, I have to believe in my heart of hearts, knowing who I am inside, I can't speak for anybody else, then I am more than just one act or something that I have done in my life. And I can't speak for anybody else, but I don't learn from the positive things that I do in my life. I don't learn from the congratulatory stuff. I learn from the fuck ups in my life, and I've fucked up a lot. And, there's been a lot of people that have shown that in the last month that I've fucked up a lot. And some of it is true, some of it isn't, and it's hard to watch, it's hard to see. I've kind of stopped watching the videos. I have somebody that watches them for me and, tells me what's going on and whatever, but, in watching this stuff unfold in the last week with the beauty influencers, and I don't know if it's because my perspective has changed, having, been in the hot seat, but it just all makes me, I don't know, very sad. It's very, very sad. I said in my video, about Laura Lee, I think it was, that, this is supposed to be a community about people who love makeup. They want to feel prettier and, or feel better about themselves, feel more confident, or get excited about these products. And, here it is that, all of these people that are there's all this infighting and exposure, and it's just I don't know, taking a seat back from it, not as get the video out, get the video out, get the video out, but kind of sitting back and just watching it all unfold. This is these aren't, at the end of the day, these are people, and I can't tell you to what level I have been affected in the last 4 to 5 weeks. It's been a real struggle. It's been really fucking hard, right? So I can't imagine it on their level. I have no idea. I can't imagine it on their level. So I don't know. For me, it's kind of sad. And I was like, I don't know that I really have it in me to do drama anymore. And, I kind of sat on that for a while. I was doing the Shane Dawson videos. I was doing all this. And I'm kind of just talking out my ass right now because I don't really, I've kind of made a decision. And I'm going to tell you guys that at the end about what I'm doing with this channel. But I didn't really know what to think. And so, I even talked to a friend of mine who was is another drama channel, and that's Rich Lux. Rich Lux has been amazing to me through all of this. He's called and checked in on me. He's listened to me vent. He's been absolutely awesome. And, he came up in Paige's video, and all I'll say is that Rich Lux and I repaired our relationship some time ago, and he has been just a diehard friend to me through all of this. So I want to thank Rich. But he said to me, he goes, well, you haven't really been in the drama, so you don't really know what's going on, which is true because I don't. I know what's going on, but I'm not looking into the receipts and all this kind of stuff. And at some point, it kind of gets real overwhelming and really just negative and really toxic. And it's I don't know. It's I don't know that I want that in my life right now. I don't know going forward how I'm going to do this channel. If I'm going to do this channel, 2 years in this chair, 2 years in this chair with PP sitting right next to me. And am I ready to walk away from all of it? So that's kind of where I'm at with the beauty influencer drama. It just makes me sad. And I'm going to tell you, because everybody thinks that I'm this huge psychic of YouTube, I'm going to tell you what I think my prediction is about all of this. And I said this last night in my vlog. I think that the time that was had by Laura and Manny and Jeffrey and all of these people, you know, and Jaclyn Hill and all these people on YouTube as beauty influencers was a very unique time. I think that, you know, I'm not a psychic of YouTube. I'm just not. I'm somebody that watches trends, and trends are interesting to me. And, you know, watching it all unfold reminded me a lot of, like, back in the day with the supermodels like Naomi Campbell, Linda Evangelista, and Christy Turlington, you know, the three of them back in the day in the 90s, and the George Michael videos, and they were making $10,000, you know, a runway show, and they were traveling all over the world, and it reminded me very much of that, you know, these young people that were getting huge fame, you know, that were going to places like Bora Bora and Fiji, I said that in my vlog last night, you know, and carrying like luxury bags and buying houses and all this kind of stuff. And I think those days are over. I really do. I think one of the reasons why people like James Charles are doing very, very well in the beauty influencer community right now is that, number one, I think he has his finger on the pulse of the younger generation. I don't think that everybody that watches James Charles just watches him for makeup. I think that a lot of people watch him because he's got that younger generation. I think Jeffree Star is going to continue to be successful because of his makeup line. And I think that's the difference between those two and the rest of them. I think going forward, we're not going to see a lot of, you know, brand collaboration with YouTubers. I think we're going to start seeing, you know, like major celebrities or models or Instagram people, because I think this has kind of been, to some degree, the fall of the beauty influencer community. And I think, you know, like one of the things that a lot of people have talked about in the last 2 months is, you know, bringing up and coming beauty influencers. Well, that takes a while, you know? It takes a while for people to become invested in new faces and new people. And while I think that people will grow, and while I think that people will continue to watch people that they are interested in that, like, are not super problematic, like, you know, Raw Beauty Christie, I think at the same time, I think we're going to see a change, a major shift in the beauty influencer community. So as a person that reports on that, what does that mean? You know, do I still report on the same 4 or 5 people over and over and over again? To some degree, it's not super interesting to me. So, you know, and it makes me sad, you know, and like I have talked to some of these people, and I have been accused of being a social climber, and I will tell you one thing that I've decided that is in the future, if anybody asks me to do a collab, I'm going to do it. I've always loved YouTube. I always have. And I've said on my channel from the very beginning that if I met some of these people, I'd faint a million faints, right? Maybe I am a social climber. Maybe I am because I tweeted out people. And maybe I tweeted people inappropriately at times that I shouldn't have, you know, like, and taking somebody else's shine away from them. And maybe I have done all of that, you know? But at the same time, if something's offered to me, I'm going to do it. Because I love YouTube. I love that's why I have so many channels on here, you know? But I think, like, the way that I'm going to be doing it in the future is going to be different. And I've always said that I was a commentary channel. I've always said that, you know? And so for me, it's just watching what's going on and commenting on it. But going forward, and I think I need to take a couple days off, honestly, from this channel. Going forward, I think I'm just gonna do what I've always done and say what I have to say. And, you know, I can say it in a nicer, fairer way, and that's what my plan is. You know, I've learned that in the last month, that I, you know, don't have to be cutthroat. I can, you know, and if you've watched my videos on here in the last couple weeks, I've really tried to do that. I've tried to be fair. I've tried to put myself in those people's shoes and things like that. And, you know, I don't know, like, that's what I hope to do in the future on this channel. So no, I'm not stopping this channel, not at all. And I'm going to probably take a couple days off from the drama, and then I'm going to come back, and, you know, then I'll be posting videos every day over here. And for those of you that want to watch it, please do. And for those of you that, you know, don't want to, I totally understand that. Okay, getting into, to tie that up about the beauty influencer community, I think what's going to happen, you know, is that I think over time, it's just going to kind of dwindle out. I think people are going to get so sick of the drama because, listen, it's been going on now for 2 years, 6 months to a year before that, before I ever got on here. So 3+ years, all this drama about the same people. I think what's going to happen is people, I already get these comments all the time. I think people are going to get so burnt out on the drama that they're going to stop watching these people because their emotional investment with them is just, it's not there anymore. And I think what's going to happen is 2 or 3 of these beauty influencers are going to stick around, you know, but I think, you know, some of them will probably, you know, start new makeup lines, things like that. But the rest of them, I think it's just going to kind of dwindle out. And I think, do I think they'll stay on YouTube? Sure. But do I think it's going to be the same thing we saw before with brand trips and going around the world? No, I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's changed, and I think it's changed forever. Okay, going into Paige's video about me. And people were asking me if I was going to make a response to it. They're like, are you going to make a response to it? Are you going to make a response to it? Are you going to make a response to it? And up till today, when I watched the video, I was really like, no, I don't think that I'm going to make a response to it. I've tried really, really hard in the last 4 to 5 weeks to not engage on social media. And, there's a few things I'm not proud of. I'm not proud of my live stream with Paige. So Paige, I want to say publicly, I should have allowed you the chance to speak more. And I don't know, I wish I had behaved differently in that live stream. So that's about the live stream. But other than that, I've really tried not to engage or respond to a lot of what's been put out there about me, which has been a lot. Let's just be for real, right? And I didn't know what she was going to put in this video. I will say this, nothing in the video really surprised me. It's all been things that other people have kind of said or talked about or whatever. What surprised me were the things that she did not put in the video. There were 2 things that she specifically brought to me when we spoke in the live stream. Neither one of those things made it into the video. So I was a little surprised because she said that she felt the need to put this video out and have her voice, but then the 2 things that she felt the strongest about didn't even make it into the video. So I was like, okay, then what was your motive for this video? The first probably 25 minutes that are about my past career, if Paige had ever even reached out to me, and I may have said no, I don't know, but if she had tried to reach out to me to ask me about any one of those things, from websites that I have never asked to be part of, to anything else, I would have given her those answers, and everything in the first 25 minutes would never have needed to be in the video because it would have been very, very easily explained. That being said, I'm not going to get on here and explain it. I'm just not. That's, a part of my life that is not existent anymore, and that's from like 10, 11 years ago, and I'm not going to get on here and explain it away. Am I proud of the tweets and the face? No, not at all. It's messy as fuck. I know that, right? Like, I'm embarrassed when I see that. And, I don't even know, like, what was going on in my mind at the moment that I did that to defend it, so I'm not, Yeah, it's bullshit. I know that. It's ugly. And, I'm somebody that learns from the things that I go through in my life. I've said on my videos for a long time now, especially my Peterisms channel, that when you're going through a really difficult time in your life, look up and say thank you because you're about to learn a very valuable lesson. The last month for me has been invaluable. I mean, I wouldn't be who I am today had I not gone through it. I wouldn't be who I am today had I not gone through what I went through in December. I wouldn't be who I am today had I not gone through what I went through the previous December. And there were a lot of things in the video that were discussed that she completely left out the backstory to why those things happened. And maybe she doesn't know. I don't know. Like maybe she only knows so much of it. Paige hasn't been around as long as I have on the drama channel. So like I said, I'm trying, to give it total fairness from my point of view. I'm not going to discuss my friendships on there. It makes me very sad. If people don't want to believe that, that's fine. Okay. But to the friendships that I've lost, the friendships I fucked up in and did things that maybe I should have done better, I'm not happy about that. I'm not proud of that. Like I miss those people. My life literally went from making drama videos every day, driving around, talking to my friends on the phone, to not really talking to anybody except for when Rich Lux calls and checks in on me. It's lonely. So that's part of why it's not so fun for me to do this anymore, But I feel horrible. I just, they're better. Could I have been a better friend in those situations? Absolutely. And I'm not going to talk about that on here, And if they need to, they need to, but I'm not going to. Just know if you're watching this, which I'm sure you are, that I miss you and I'm sorry. And I know I'm sorry means nothing to me. Like that was brought up in Dustin's video that like, I don't say I'm sorry because that doesn't mean anything, but like I don't apologize. What I mean by that is that, like my dad always taught me, don't say I'm sorry because what you're telling me is, please forget what I just did. I don't know what to say. I don't know to say I'm sorry or I apologize or hey, I fucked up and I've learned from it. I've realized what your issues were with me, but I've really done a lot of soul searching and I've really thought a lot about it and my part in that, and that's as a person in recovery, what I do. So, the last month has been good for me. It's been had I not gone through all of this, I wouldn't be who I am sitting here today. And the thing is that, you know, like Paige said in her video, she hasn't liked me for a long time and blah, 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 and she never will and whatever. Well, it's hard to do an investigative, 5 weeks, and she had people doing investigations for her on my life. But she never once asked me about any of these things. It's hard to do an investigation on somebody when you have total bias about them, is all I'm going to say. And, you know, like, I've never had, going into all of this, like, I don't know, like, I just didn't know what to think. And I know that, you know, people have a lot of misgivings about me, and they don't know really who I am anymore. And, you know, the thing is that, like, I know, okay, that I'm no different than the person that started sitting on this chair 2 years ago. I'm not. And whether you want to believe that or not, like, I can't change your mind. I can't convince you otherwise. I'm not going to throw up a bunch of receipts. I'm not going to go do that. I'm not going to do it, okay? Because it's some time for me, and this is what's happened with the beauty influencer community, and this is what's happened with me, and it's all of it together, I think, been a huge learning experience for me. At some point, it just needs to stop, okay? And, like, I'm just ready for it to stop. I'm ready for it to move on and do what I love. And for those people that want to watch me, they're going to watch me. And for those people that don't, they're not going to. And I know that. And I respect that, you know? And it makes me sad, all of it. And I'm learning as I go. I'm trying to be a better person. And like I say, joke or no joke, yeah, I am trying to remain teachable. I always have. I'm going to continue to fuck up in my life. I'm going to continue to make poor choices in my life because I'm a human being. And, you know, whenever I say that in videos, people are always like, well, I don't do this and I don't do that. Well, I did, okay? I did some fucked up stuff. And you've probably done some things that I haven't. And, you know, like, I'm not a perfect person. But I'm trying to learn from what I've gone through. And, I don't know. Like, that's the best that I can do on any given day. It's been hard, but I've learned a lot through all of it. I'm not angry at Paige at all for putting out this video. This is what she felt like she needed to do. She felt like I silenced her, and, you know, and I understand that. And I will say again in this video, please do not send Paige or anybody else any hate. If you know anything about me, you know that that's not something that I get behind. So I don't want any of that, okay? What I want is to be able to go on and do what I love, which is make videos for the people that choose to sit around and watch my videos on a daily basis or whenever you guys watch them. So that's kind of all of my thoughts right now of what's going on. I'm probably going to take a day or 2 or 3 off. The next video I do will probably be a reaction to Shane's series, so whenever he puts that out will be my next video. Other than that, I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break on this channel. I don't know, and I may just come out guns blazing at some point too. So I'm going to start doing what feels right in my heart going forward and what makes me happiest. And I hope you guys stick around. I really do. And if not, check back in with me down the road, you know, like other people have said. And you can't really know if somebody's changed unless you do, I guess. So I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.